Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Friday, the 8th of March. With McShane, we're working our way through the book of Job. Today we read chapter 37, and in it Elihu speaks, and he says the following from verse 2. Listen to the roar of his voice, to the rumbling that comes from his mouth. He unleashes his lightning beneath the whole heaven and sends it to the ends of the earth. After that comes the sound of his roar. He thunders with his majestic voice. When his voice resounds, he holds nothing back. God's voice thunders in marvelous ways. He does great things beyond our understanding. What a wonderful sort of image of God's presence and God's voice. Now, clearly, we don't line ourselves up with the ancient Greeks and Romans and see God sitting there with little lightning bolts which he's flinging about the space, and then when he speaks, we just hear thunder, and so there's actually the God that's doing all of this. It's not that kind of mechanistic, and I don't know that that's what the writer was wanting us to see. Instead, I think we need to be seeing God and hearing God in his creation, because the psalm does say the stars proclaim the glory of God. Night after night they pour forth speech. Now clearly the stars don't, we can't hear them. And when this writer speaks about the God's voice being the thunder, he's not saying that if we could record the thunder and then get some scheme of interpretation we could hear what God's saying. At least I hope he's not saying that, and certainly that's not what we should be thinking. Instead, we should be hearing God, seeing God, noticing God all around us. And last night we had a wonderful storm coming through, and could see it coming from the distance, the flashes of lightning, and it got closer and closer. And then there's a particular flash and a crash of thunder that seemed to go on and on and on. And I just sat there amazed at there's this great noise, this display of power in nature. And now thinking to myself, I should actually just flip that into, there's a display of power in nature, but let's see the God behind nature. Let us hear the thunder, but then listen for the God behind the thunder. Let us see the beauty in the world and look to the God behind the beauty. Because I believe that God has made this world. He's made everything perfect in this world. And we see his fingerprints all over. And so if we can see his fingerprints in the sky and in the beauty, we can hear his voice in the thunder. And let us be encouraged to listen to the God who speaks. So be encouraged to look around in this world and notice God's presence, knowing that he's promised that he is with us, that he does speak, and we have his word to direct us in his ways. So be blessed.